Hello, Chordians, and welcome to today's episode of Reminiscing in Chords, a space where old songs unlock old stories and memories dance to a familiar rhythm. Every episode is a time capsule waiting to be opened. Don't forget to check out the other episodes. You never know which one might spark a memory of your own.
Welcome back to Reminiscing Chords, the place where music doesn't just live in our playlist, but also in our stories, where lyric can take you all the way back to a person, a season, or a version of yourself you thought you'd outgrown. I'm your host, Dainty. Today, I've got someone special with me. I've been really looking forward to talking with her. Trust me, when she sent over her song and her story, I already knew we were about to go somewhere deep. It's one of those tracks that sits with you even years later. Nikki, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Sister Fred. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So tell us, what song are we stepping into today, and what memory do you have for us and Reminiscing Chords? What are we reminiscing about? I'll let you take the floor.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you for having me, by the way. Excited to be here. I'm a 90s head. I love my 90s R&B. And the one song that touches my heart that I always get nostalgic feeling from is Donnell Jones, Where I Want to Be. I love that song so much. I know, right?
Me too.
If I could sing, I would start singing.
I mean, we can do that later.
Yeah, we can. I actually saw Donnell Jones live in concert last year, and he performed that song, and I absolutely loved it.
Nice.
So it just gives me this warm feeling of nostalgic. So it just reminds me of a situation back in the day. Well, the funny thing is that song came out in 1999 when you and I were 15 years old. Okay. At that age, we did really well learning songs very quickly, like the lyrics. But did we actually understand the lyrics? I don't think I did.
Nope.
I don't think I actually did to a point. I think I maybe interpreted it a little differently. But I'll just give you the flow of what happened. So my little boyfriend at the time, I don't even want to call him my boyfriend. It was my first little crush. Okay.
We'll go with that.
I would call him like a little womanizer because he had little girlfriends here and there. And for some reason, I thought I was special, but I wasn't.
Dang.
At 15. But anyways, he gave me some nice attention, whatever. We used to talk all the time or whatnot. But I noticed that he wasn't treating me the greatest. Like, he used to be kind of mean to me. And then I heard that he had a girlfriend and blah, blah, blah. But one night I was talking to him on the phone and I was trying to figure out a way not to hurt his feelings. Like, I just want to move on. I don't want to talk to him anymore.
Right.
And the song came out and for some reason, it reminded me of him. You know what? This might be the best song to play for him. So I played that song, and just to give you a little bit of the actual lyrics. I'm not going to sing it, but I just wanted to just tell you what part I gave to him so he could understand where I was coming from.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, his name is Jermaine.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Jermaine. He's no longer with us.
Oh,
but
may so rest in peace.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. So because we're 15 years old and I'm thinking that this song resonates with me in a certain way, but based on the lyrics, I kind of flipped it in a sense. So Donnell is basically telling this girl that he doesn't want to cheat on her and she's a great girl and he wants to just, leave her alone. But in a sense, when I was giving him this song, that I was thinking that not necessarily that he was cheating on me, which he probably was, but we weren't really, boyfriend and girlfriend anyway. It was a little fling. But I was more saying that I could be treated better and I want to leave him alone. And just for him to leave be, you know what I mean? There's a couple times he made me cry, not in that moment, but prior to, because he was so mean to me. But just basically telling him that where I want to be is no longer with him. I know it sounds cold.
Yeah.
But that's what I told him.
So what did you do exactly?
You know what?
Did you call him and play the song?
Yeah, I was talking to him on the phone and I played the song for him in the background. I was trying to remember, because back then we did have cell phones. I think cell phones just started coming out. No, I got my phone right before I turned 16,
Mm-hmm.
but that was 15. So that's what I'm trying to remember if cell phones were out, how far out they were. But I had one of the first Nokia phones. No, it was AudioVox. That phone doesn't exist
Oh,
anymore.
nostalgia. Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
probably played the song. I don't think I was on my cell phone, of course,
Mm-hmm.
at that time, but it was calling them from my house phone.
Okay.
And I probably played the phone on a cassette
Ah,
player.
right. Of course. That's what we had then.
Where else would it be? You know what I mean? We didn't even have DVDs yet either.
No.
Or CDs or
Mm-hmm.
CDs. No, we had cassette tapes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I played him that song. And then I think the way I said it to him, he's like, "Oh, you're so cold." I'm like, "Well, you're not that great to me, so I think we need to go our separate ways." We did remain friends, but I'm
Oh.
like, so anytime I hear that song, I just think of him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You said he was mean to you. Do you want to share that a little bit?
Yeah, as in, I found out later on, but he did used to talk about me behind my back. I found that out later on, but when he was mean to me directly, he would be like, he was a feisty person. Like, he wouldn't name call me at all,
Right.
but he would just, call me like, "Oh, I'm annoying," and this and that. But at the same time, he would ask me for things.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, could you bring me $5, or could I borrow this from you, or
Oh, wow.
whatnot? So little stupid stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I was always so good, nice to him. So I feel like he was using me, and he had his little girlfriends. I remember this girl, I went to go visit him, and this girl came up to me and she's like, "Oh, I don't know who you are, but I'm his girlfriend."
Oh.
Yeah, and this is at 15, so I'm like,
No.
I didn't know what to think. I'm like, okay. And he never said anything. He was around, but he didn't really talk to me, so I just left. And then later on, I asked him about it. He's like, "Oh, it's this girl that likes me, but I don't like her." And I didn't believe him and whatever. So I played him that song. And at that point, we stopped talking for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but we talked here and there and remained friends up until he passed away. But I actually talked to him 2 weeks before he passed away too. So I'm glad we were still on good terms.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, he was talking very ill about me behind my back. So again, it was like a little fling, nothing serious, and I'm glad
Still,
it didn't go any further than
still,
that.
it sucks. Listening to you, are you feeling emotional talking about it?
I think the emotions is coming from that he's no longer here.
Got it.
When I hear that song, it doesn't make me cry or anything like that.
Okay.
But it's more in a sense that I do love the song. I just think it's funny how I played it for him in that sense. Like,
Yeah.
we kind of played it off. It wasn't that serious, but just in the manner that he passed away, and that I had this person in my life for a couple of years. Again, this is when I was 15, and he passed away at the age of 18. It was a murder too, so it wasn't just something that he just passed away.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the emotions come from. And also that I told you that he talked very ill about me behind my back. So, and I found that out after he passed.
Oh, you found out after he passed. Is there something you wish you had said to him, or something you're grateful you got to say during your last conversation?
The last conversation we had was literally less than a minute. I remember calling his house and I asked for him. I think his brother picked up, and then he said, "Hold on." Jermaine came on the phone, and I'm like, "Hey," and he's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Nothing. What are you doing?" He's like, "He's about to go on the road." And I'm like, "Oh, you love street too much." That's what I told him, and he laughed. He's like, I'll call you back." And I never heard from him again.
Oh, no.
And that was 2 weeks before he passed. What hurts the most is that I really cared about this guy, and to know that he said all that stuff about me. So it's like me crying that he passed, and then finding out the person who told me is like, "You should even cry about him because he said this and that about you." So it's kind of conflicted. I'm like,
right.
I was so hurt that he passed, and I think anybody would be hurt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If you had somebody close to you, right? But then it's like a catch-22. If someone is talking all this mess about you, then what do you feel? Like, is it no longer genuine? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's like conflicting emotion at the time. You don't know if you're crying because he passed, or you're crying because he said those ill things about you and he's no longer here for you to confront him about those things. So yeah, I can understand that.
Absolutely.
Now, when you listen to the song, right, or when you hear the song, what kind of memory does it bring first? Do you think, oh, I miss Jermaine, or I wish you were here? You tell me.
I would say like it's the melody that more resonates with me. Again, the lyrics, I saw the lyrics in a completely opposite direction of what I thought the situation was. So the whole title of the song, Where I Want to Be, was me trying to tell Jermaine, I no longer want to be with you because of the way you treat me. Yeah. But Donnell is telling this girl is, you're such a good girl that I don't want to hurt you and I don't want to cheat on you, but I want to leave you alone before I do anything to you.
And I understand.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I understand because so many times the lyrics don't even pertain to the situation. It might just be that period in your life. That's the song you're listening to. And in the future, when you hear that song, you remember something that has happened in the past and it has nothing to do with the lyric. Did that song change meaning for you after he passed?
No, because I still love that song to this day. I will still look it up and listen to it. So I don't have any more ill will for Jermaine. I do forgive him for everything that he has done.
Good.
And you know, when we were kids, I miss him. I did visit his grave at least once after he passed. And so anytime I hear it, I just think of him because he's the only one I played it for.
Gotcha. So I'm going to ask this. At 15, what made your connection with him so special at that age? It must have been special for you to even think of calling him to play that song for him to, quote unquote, break up with him. What made it so special at that age? Can you think about that? Like, I mean, you've grown like many years now and you've experienced other relationships. Do you kind of like think, oh, at 15, what made it so special? Because of course, Jermaine sounds special.
I think it was more so maybe the attention that he was giving me. We used to talk on the phone all the time. He would make me laugh. He was a funny individual. He was so funny and so rude at the same time. That was funny. Like he didn't understand that, like, Jermaine, you're rude, eh? And he would just laugh. And I think it was just in his character.
Right.
We had good times when we talked on the phone.
Good. If Jermaine were listening now, what would you want him to know?
I would want to know why he was talking ill about me behind my back. And if all those times we used to talk on the phone or him saying, I remember this dude, he said that he loved me and I couldn't say it back.
Oh.
See, at that age, I still had sense.
Right?
I had sense at it. You know what I mean? You would think that any little boy at that age that says you, I love you, you would automatically say, oh, I love you too. He loves me.
What you've been telling me, I'm also surprised that you didn't say back. Why?
I remember the first time he told me.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you. Started laughing because I didn't believe him. I think I was too, in a sense, I was smart. And I'm like, Jermaine, you don't love me. I know you don't. But if I could talk to him right now and say, especially the 2 weeks before he passed, you need to stay home. You need to stay your behind home. You love the road way too much. You loved girls and this and that way too much. You just need to buckle down with school and just relax yourself. But I miss him either way.
Oh, yeah. If you could talk to that 15-year-old version of yourself now, standing, playing that song, what would you tell her?
That might have not been the song of choice that I should have picked for him because it didn't match the situation. I would tell my 15-year-old self that I shouldn't have taken it too seriously. I didn't have to play him a song. It was all, well, right now I could say it was all in fun, but I absolutely meant it when I played for him.
Right. Big thanks to you, Nikki, for sharing that piece of your heart with us today. Music has a way of capturing the moments we wish we could hold on to forever. And today we got to step into one of those moments. So thank you, Nikki. Thank you for being here. And thank you for letting us in
Thank you so much for having me and listening to my story of my childhood.
Nostalgia, right? That's what we do here. We talk about songs from back in the day and whatever memories they bring. If you've got a song that takes you back, would love to hear it. Send us your memory, your story, and your track. And if you want to join me in the studio, send everything to me at remincause@gmail.com. And if you want to sit with the song after this, the link to Where I Want to Be by Donnell Jones is right there in the description. Play it. Let it take you wherever it needs to take you. Thank you for listening, for feeling, for remembering with us. Until next time, take care of your memories. They are still singing. Woohoo!